we proudly present the 2021 Altoona Area High School Marching Band under the direction of drum major Charlotte Boyle. The band opens this evening's festivities with the Altoona Area High School Band Fanfare and the school fight song. The Altoona High School Marching Band. Please join us in welcoming the Altoona Area High School Alumni Band to the field. This year, the Alumni Band is comprised of over 150 musicians and fronts. We ask that you please stand and remove your headwear for the playing of our national anthem and the Altoona Area High School alma mater by the combined Altoona Area High School Marching and Alumni Band. this point, the combined bands honor America with the playing of God Bless America. Okay, fans, it's homecoming night. It's alumni band night. Let's hear some Altoona Mountain Lion spirit with the Hay Song.
Good evening and welcome to Mansion Park. I'm Jim Abbott along with Chris Strohmeyer. Tonight we're bringing you the Altoona Harrisburg game as well as other festivities here tonight. You just heard not only the Mountain Lion Marching Band but the Alumni Band. There are people here from the 1950 graduates, 60 graduates, and so forth. Over 200 alumni band showed up to do, to play tonight and be involved in tonight's festivities. Also tonight we have for you homecoming at halftime. So stick around, it's going to be a great night. Chris and I are going to talk about the Altoona Harrisburg game, and I'm going to turn it over to Chris for a second to give us some details about what to expect from Harrisburg tonight.
Yeah, I think maybe we wish it was Hollidaysburg. Harrisburg comes in with a heck of a streak of beating the Mountain Lions over the years, and beat them something like 118-17 the last 2 years. So, and there was an awful high score a few years back, about 10 or 12 years back, that we don't really want to talk about. So now this Harrisburg team isn't quite as talented as it has been. They only dressed 33 people. But they still athletes are still very explosive. The Mountain Lions are coming off a little bit of a kind of a down second half against Cumberland Valley. They're a little beat up in some places. They got some injuries. They got a few people back this week. We'll see if they're playing, a little nicked up or not, and if they can last. But it's the same old story with the Mountain Lions. They're not extremely explosive typically. They must control the ball, get first downs, grind it out, keep the ball out of Harrisburg's hands, not turn it over. And they can't give up those big plays that seem to be those back-breaking plays that a team like CD East here 2 weeks ago, killed the Mountain Lions with some big passes.
Well, one of the things about Harrisburg, Altoona went through and did a great job in their pre-league schedule as they beat Hollidaysburg, they beat Alderdice, they beat Williamsport to start the year. So they had a great start to their year. They move into the last couple weeks. They've had some hit some bumps, and it's been the athletes' quickness from Central Dauphin, and then again last week Cumberland Valley. There was another situation where their coach of about 40 years, who had retired 2 years ago, passed away the week leading up to the game. So it was a very emotional game for Cumberland Valley last week, and the Mountain Lions just seemed to run out of steam in the second half. Harrisburg comes in on the opposite side. They had 2 games canceled or changed because of COVID. They were supposed to play Bishop McDevitt, which is the big game in Harrisburg, and McDevitt couldn't field a team. So they didn't have to forfeit, though, because the team that was supposed to play Manheim Township out of the Lancaster-Lebanon League also couldn't play. And on Thursday afternoon or Friday, Harrisburg and Manheim Township got together, decided to play Saturday afternoon, and it was a 24-21 Harrisburg win in overtime. And then their only loss of the season was to state-ranked Governor Mifflin, who has been the class of District 3 in 6A off and on for the last couple of years. And Governor Mifflin beat Harrisburg, same sort of situation. It was a COVID from both teams, and they were able to match up and play. But they come in here 4-1 against the Mountain Lion team. They have the quick weapons, and on defense, they lead the Mid-Penn in most categories, Chris.
Yeah, and one good thing about I think maybe come out of this is Governor Mifflin, who I think they bumped down to 5A this year. They were the #1 team in 5A. They run the ball like crazy. So a lot like the Mountain Lions, they like to keep it on the ground, and they were successful against Harrisburg running that football. Now they run like a wing T kind of thing option, a little bit different what the Mountain Lions run, but similar. We'll see Hollidaysburg. You got me saying that. We'll see Harrisburg bringing everybody up, stacking the box. They'll play 4 down linemen, maybe even 6 at times. Those 2 linebackers will get down in a stance, and then they'll have linebackers behind. They'll have 8, 9 up in the box, just daring the Mountain Lions to throw, which is what teams have kind of done most of the year against them. So it should be very interesting tonight. The athletes and the quickness of Harrisburg against the grinded-out style of the Mountain Lions.
With that, I would like to thank Coach Sipes, Doug Sipes, and his MLTV crew. The people bringing you live action tonight on YouTube are Caleb Fries, Chris Fox, Mason Crownover, Brooke Thomas, Abby Hernkane, Mia Sassano, Sophia Caputo, and Emma Skelly. So this is a student production, and they do a wonderful job. And they have extra things to do tonight. They've got cameras down on the field. They'll have cameras going through every homecoming person running for the homecoming king/queen. It should be a great evening overall here. We're hoping that, again, the football will take care of itself, and the Mountain Lions can get things going on offense.
Yeah, I think we've changed it to Homecoming Royal now. That's what they're calling it, which, whatever, it doesn't matter to me. But the whole point is it's a great night. A lot of kids involved with a lot of things. Dance the other night. There was games night on Monday. So it's a great week. Overall in school, there's themes each day. Kids dress up and support their cause. And then, of course, the popular vote at the end. Which they used to fill out a piece of paper and hand it to their homeroom teacher. Now it's all by email, kids' email. I'm an old guy, so all this change is amazing to me.
Well, the crowd here tonight is a nice-sized crowd on the Altoona side, as people are here to see the alumni band. They're here to see the homecoming court and just see what happened. And, of course, they're here to see a football game between Harrisburg and Altoona. So one of the other things that Coach Niedermeyer has done in his couple years here is he's brought back expectations to this program. They had a down time through most of the 2010s, winning 2-3 games. They haven't really had that much options against the Mid-Penn, and then last year the Mountain Lions caught lightning in a bottle and made a run not only through a couple of the games in the Mid-Penn, but the district playoffs, the regional playoffs, and into the state playoffs. So it was a great year to start to build the tradition. We came out 3-0 this year for the first time in about 17 years. So the Mountain Lions are going to try to pull it back together here tonight against a tough Harrisburg squad.
And I mean, the hope is too. A lot of times, you get these teams that make these trips. They're not used to traveling that far, and you hope they're a little cold off the bus, and the Mountain Lions get the ball first here, and they can go right down and score and get a lead maybe, and see what happens here.
Harrisburg is led by a freshman quarterback. His name is Sean Lee. He's 5'10", 148, but he can throw the ball. And he has led this team to a 4-1 record as a 14-year-old freshman.
Yeah, that's amazing to me. Looks like number 1, Naquan Prather's going to kick it off for Harrisburg. Altoona has is that Dokes back and Tyson Reed, I believe.
Yes. So we're ready for Mansion Park football, Game 6. We are officially halfway through the season. We have 5 games left, and then hopefully we move into the playoffs.
Boy, does that go fast. It's amazing.
And this is our 4th home game already. So there's the kick. It's a short kick, and it's taken and fumbled right away, but it looked like the Mountain Lions got back on the ball. There's only the one Mountain Lion down there. I believe that was number 13, Aaron Hatch. And he did recover, and the Mountain Lions will take over, start their first drive on the 32.
Oh, Zach Reimer it was.
Was it Reimer?
Yeah. Yep. That was almost a disaster to start the ball game here for the Mountain Lions, but fortunately it worked out okay, and they get decent field position out of it. One of the things that's really not been good for the Mountain Lions is their special teams, kickoff especially, coverage and return. They have not started in great field position when they return, and likewise the other team has had good field position.
Well, first play, Aiden Steinbugle goes back to pass, and he is going to scramble for an 11-yard gain and a first down. So if you look at the defense across the front on the screen there, they are basically lined up in what I would consider a goal line defense. They are 6-2 across the front. They play a 4-4, but their outside linebackers are stepped up, and they are right on the line of scrimmage, and they're pressing on the outside at the cornerbacks. So they're going to try to force Steinbugle to throw tonight. And as Chris said, Mountain Lions have had trouble moving the ball through the air in the last couple weeks. Earlier, they were having good success in having the throwing game complement Straup's running. Steinbugle waits for the snap. There's a handoff to Straup. He goes up the middle. He will cross the 45, and we'll give him 2 yards.
Yeah, and just the threat of a pass on that first play helps a little bit in trying to open the running game up. You don't have to be a 15 for 20 and throw for 300 yards. You just have to do it sometimes. And you can't have these watching these cornerbacks on film. They just go diving in, and they don't even pay attention to the receiver sometimes.
Now there's a jump up front, but I didn't see a flag. Steinbugle keeps it, and he goes upfield, and he's going to go for about 15 more yards. So the defense is definitely watching Straup up the middle, and they have not looked much at Steinbugle, but Steinbugle has picked up 26 yards on 2 carries.
Yeah, it was a huge hole in that zone read looking kind of play. And he pulls it out of Straup's belly and goes for a big one.
There's Dokes with that little action fake. Now everybody steps over and looks at the sideline.
Plenty of time on the play clock. There's still 15 seconds.
Steinbugle makes the calls. He comes under center, and there's a quick handoff. Nope, he's going to keep it again. And 4 Cougars were waiting for him, so he cut it straight north and south, which is what you want to do, and at least he picked up a couple yards, because that could have been a loss.
Yeah, and it's going to come down to Aiden Steinbugle with those reads, because Harrisburg definitely is going to key on Straup, but if Steiny keeps keeping the ball like that, then they're going to key on him, and that's what the beauty of this offense is. You make the decision, the defense make a decision.
There's a pitch. comes out to Dokes. Dokes tries to get the corner, does get the first guy, and he moves down to about the 32, which is going to put him on a 3rd and 2, I believe. He got 6.
And those are the things that the Mountain Lions haven't done very well the last couple weeks, getting that edge. They have a little bit of speed out there. Dokes, Tyson Reed, those guys have enough speed that they can get the edge in those situations when each one of those guys is the pitch man.
Well, on a 3rd and 2, I believe we're going to be in 4-down territory, but you'd like the Mountain Lions to pick it up here. They have a double tight double wing with one guy out wide. Quick handoff to Stroup. He does go through. He's pumping the legs. He gets all the way down to about the 21-yard line, so gain of 12. It just looked like a train chugging going through, and they came down, and I believe they landed on the back of Manny Miller's leg. So Manny's heading over to the sideline quickly to get looked at.
And he did go off under his own power, so hopefully he can shake that off.
But the push up front was what made that play, as you know, even though Harrisburg is keying on Steinbugle, when you get into them and get them going, and then Stroup keeps his leg going, positive yards and more movement. Here's a pass set up, and they're going
to. That was a little out of whack from the get-go.
So is it going to be on the Mountain Lions, or is it going to be on Harrisburg? Because that's going to
on the Mountain Lions.
False start. That was on actually the tackle who just came into the game to replace Manny Miller. So Miller will come back in. They take a look at his ankle. He looks like he's okay. He comes back in. But it puts the Mountain Lions in a 2nd and 15 here on the first opening drive. 9:21 to go in the game.
At the 26-yard line.
Altoona has everybody to the right side of the ball. An end-over formation. Straup's on the left. Bad snap. Steinbugle takes it, and he's going to get taken down by number 7. That looked like Mikhail Hopkins. He came through. A good thing that Steinbugle was able to get the ball back.
Yeah, I think it was Reynolds that are leading. He's the stud. He leads all the mid-pen in sacks. He has 9 sacks. Number 2, Terrell Reynolds. 15 tackles for loss.
Loss of 5 on the play.
That was a loss of 5. That's a huge after a penalty like that. Now you're sitting 2nd and 20. Big loss for the Mountain Lions. Now you almost have to pass the ball.
Now you have twin receivers to both sides. Stroup is sidecar to the right. Steinbugle steps back. He'll throw short. Looks like the ball will be caught, but it was down around his knees, and what are we going to give him, 3 yards?
Yeah, it's not very. That was Aaron Hatch, I think.
Number 13. Number 13, Aaron Hatch.
I think that's his first catch of the year. Aaron Hatch. I don't have him down as a catch. I believe that's his first catch of the year. But you're right, it wasn't very far. So it sets up 3rd and 18. They're going to give him like 2. Wow. And not a real good throw by Aiden right there. He threw it right down at his feet. So no yard after the catch at all.
And
there's Reynolds jumping off sides.
That looks like a number 7. The way that number is, I swear it looks like a 7.
Right. I think there is a 7. There's a 7 on the other side, I think.
It's got the little tail.
Safety.
So Mountain Lions,
one's a safety.
Mountain Lions will get 5 yards there and takes it now down to 3rd and 13.
The numbers are hard to read. Oh no, the 7's the left outside linebacker there.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought there was a 7 out there, but you're right. Those numbers are hard to read.
Steinbugle steps back up into the pocket and is tackled. He will get a gain of about 2, but it's 4th and 11. Do you attempt a Palillo field goal of about 35, 38 yards?
Number 21, Micah Chambers.
And yes, they're going to give it a shot. I think he has this range. It would be about, what'd you say, 39? Maybe?
Depends on where they're setting it. It looks like he wants to set it on the 38.
39.
So the Mountain Lions are going to try to get some points. They got down to the 21-yard line and had a penalty and a sack that moved them back. But Palilla's lined up. There's the snap. It's good. The kick is down, and I don't know if it was partially blocked. Can you return? I didn't think.
Unless he got it before he got out of the end zone.
Yeah, he did, and he could be. Well, he's pushed out of bounds. That was number 5 on the return, Justin Cook. They stood just before the end zone, and basically the first guy tried to catch it, missed it, pushed it forward, and then Cook picked it up and went about 40 yards out to the, where are we going to put him officially, 48?
40, yeah. That was not a very good kick by Palilla. The play clock was actually running down. He got on there a little bit late, and I think that affected him. We've seen him kick his extra points way further than that. I mean,
so Harrisburg will come out on their first possession. The Mountain Lions come up and miss the field goal attempt of 39 yards.
so we got a couple new guys out there on defense. Sophomore number 12, Brendan Freewald's playing left corner here to the near side. And number 23, Braun Mosley, is out. So we have, I think, Walk in there, number 20 at linebacker. And
number 14, Zakale Lewis. He's listed as a quarterback, but he hasn't played much. He basically was in a wildcat formation, took the ball and swept to the left.
23-yard run.
And he gets a 23-yard run to open it up. And Harrisburg already, first play, they're on the Mountain Lions 30. Here's a pitch to the right. And Harrisburg's going to want to get to the sides on every play. That's number 4.
Kyle Williams, he's their all everything guy. He has 28 rushes, 28 catches for 357 yards. And 59 rushes for 399 yards, 6 total combined touchdowns. Was that like a little pass? I think that was, man, I don't know.
I thought it was just a quick pitch, and there's a ball up the middle. And Harrisburg is just plowing through the Mountain Lion defense right now on the 3 plays. They've picked up 23-11, and we're going to give them 8 on that. And that was number 7. That was a 7, I believe. That was Hopkins. He's the running back and linebacker. And bad snap, and the Mountain Lions will get Hopkins just as he gets the ball.
Ethan Straub was in there. Connor Reimer both in there, met at the backfield. Hopkins is their second leading rusher. He has 73 attempts for 364 yards. So it's kind of a Williams and Hopkins show for the most part with these guys. Number 7 and number 4, those are the 2 guys that get the bulk of the carries.
So 3rd and 4, quick pass to the outside. It looked like the Mountain Lions had it defended, but number 5, Justin Cook, just made a quick little move inside, outside, and picked up the first down. And we're going to give him a gain of 5. So that was Cook.
Very quick out there, just made a move.
And that's still number 14. So they're playing the upperclassman Junior Lewis over the freshman. So it's 1st and goal at the 8. There's sort of a wing-back reverse almost.
That's a pass, right? That's that little pass.
It's like they drop pass forward.
Yeah, if they drop it, it's an incomplete pass. That's kind of why you do it.
So Williams on an 8-yard pass/run. It's like a little shovel pass forward.
And that was a quick score.
It took about a minute and a half off the clock, and Harrisburg jumps out in front 7-0. Kick is up, and it is good.
By number 7, Mackay Hopkins.
And Harrisburg takes the quick lead. So each team has had 1 drive. The Mountain Lions had the ball for over 7 minutes or 6.5 minutes. And once they got to the 20, they shot themselves in the foot. They had a penalty and a sack, and the sack was only because of the bad snap. Turned the ball over on the missed field goal, and then Harrisburg just walked down in 4 or 5 plays They went 51 yards, and Lewis had a 8-yard shovel pass run.
Also, the Altoona Area
Guess we'll
Athletic
call it a
Department would like to
pass.
thank Cobras 2.
And the Mountain Lions
For
just
all
having
of
trouble
their
finishing
support.
drives. That's kind of been their bugaboo the last couple weeks here. They were scoring at the beginning of the year. They were doing everything right. They get down here, they have a penalty, they get a bad snap sack kind of situation. Those little things, attention to detail, are really what's important when you don't have that explosive big play offense. You have to have that attention to
Please
detail.
continue to follow safety guidelines, which include
So the Mountain Lions, after the first kick was a very short kick to the middle. It was not kicked to the deep men. So the Mountain Lions, I believe, are a little bit more ready, and they move their front line up. Naquan Panther is the kick, right? Prater.
Yeah, he's number one. I think they just do that little pooch kick all the time and see if they can get it. Delay a game. Delay a game on a kickoff. You don't see that very often. I don't know what they were doing, what they were waiting for.
delay of game, 5-yard penalty.
Every time you think you've seen a lot around, you'll see every night you'll see something different.
Ball's on the ground, bounces right up to Dokes. Dokes makes a couple moves, and he'll move up all the way to the 43. Again, because of the way the kick was done by Harrisburg. It took 2 or 3 bounces low and then right up into Dokes' hands, and he was able to make a couple moves, pick up another 10 yards to the 43.
Great field position here for the Mountain Lions to get their next drive going. See if they can get back here and get this score tied up.
So the Mountain Lions will come back out for their second drive. And it's being held up for right now. Okay, the ball has been set for play. 2-step drop, and Steinbugle goes down at the 40 for a sack.
Tyshawn Hand Black on the sack of number 10, Agent Steinbugle.
Tyshawn Black with the sack on Steinbugle there. He has 31 tackles on the year. He's very active on that defensive front for the Cougars. And Mountain Lions back behind the chains again.
Second down at 12 at the 41-yard line.
Now, Harrisburg had trouble last week with Carlisle into the second half, and then they took off and ended up winning that game by about 3 touchdowns. Steinbugle will take sort of a delay or a draw to the right and pick up 1 to the 42. .333 to go in the first. Harrisburg out in front, 7-0.
Third down.
After a quick drive
11.
on their first attempt of the night, the Mountain Lions have their second drive here, and they're third and almost 11. Steinbugle gets the snap. He gets the ball off.
And just out to Heilman there. He just couldn't hold on to it. I don't know if it was deflected away or...
For number 9, Ethan Heilman. Incomplete pass brings up 4th down.
I think that was Justin Cook out there defending on the play. And he's a little dancing a little bit, letting everybody know about it. Mountain Lions will punt it away.
So Straub will drop back. Again, for the Vince Niedermeyer and the team, you do not want to be in 3rd and longs against Harrisburg. Good kick by Straub all the way down to the 20. Harrisburg will take it. He steps back and cuts to the left. and picks up 20 yards, bounces off a couple defenders. And
Big
Harrisburg
block
will
later on
start
the
again with a
return.
shorter field as they are all the way out to the 43-yard line of the Mountain Lions.
It's a good return. 40-yard kick by Straub. He's been a pleasant surprise back there. He's averaging 36.1 yards a kick.
Mason Watt
That's his
on the tackle.
18th punt of the year, so he's done a real good job getting the ball away. That 36 is a pretty good average for a high school punter.
Cougars start out at the 44-yard line.
See if the Mountain Lions can do something on defense here.
Here comes the man in motion again, so you got trips to the right. It's just going to be a handoff to the left. That ball went to Hopkins,
Makai Hopkins, the ball
and he only
carrier.
picks up 1 yard.
Connor Reimer, number 54, the tackle.
Well, they gave him an extra one.
This is a big game tonight for the linebackers of the Mountain Lions. The D front needs to contain the offensive line and not get pushed around and let the linebackers make the tackles. And those linebackers need to step up and make them against this team before they get out into the corners. That was sort of a crazy, messed up play, but it continued on, and it was a pass complete all the way down to the 37.
Yeah, Cook just did a little in route, little 8-yard in route, caught it and found some space.
17-yard gain.
Picked up 17 on that one.
First down Cougars at the 37.
That's Cook's second catch.
Completion to number 15, Jamarius Waters. Tackled by Mason
Tyson
Walk,
LaRocco
number
out
20.
there, and
Gain of 11,
number
first down
20 Mason
Cougars.
Walk. A couple younger guys filling in here. Tyson LaRocco's a junior. Mason Walk is a junior.
Pitch to the outside, and Kyle Williams will just take it to the side, and he'll go 6 yards. So right now, Harrisburg is making this look too easy,
Gain of
picking
6.
up 6, 8, 10, 12 on each play that they go through. Lewis drops back, throws a screen. Cook makes the catch, and there's something,
Flag on the play.
penalty on number 55, I believe, because when I looked up, he was laying on top of the Mountain Line defender,
Right.
pushing him into the turf.
I don't know what that call is. Holding him on the ground, or is it personal foul?
Personal.
No, it's holding.
It's holding.
Yeah.
Because it could have been a personal foul because it was away from the play.
Right. So I wasn't sure what they were going to call.
So instead of being a first down about the 10-yard line, it's going to be 2nd and 15 from
Yeah.
the 32. So again, the clock is moving. 1:36 to go in the opening quarter.
Unnecessary roughness of the 10-yard penalty.
They better hurry up. 4 on the play clock.
And then there's the timeout.
They just called timeout, right? Yeah, so this is kind of exactly what we were afraid of. Harrisburg with, and they're not really big plays, although that field goal return was kind of a 40-some yard. That was a big play, but just huge chunk plays over and over and over against the Mountain Lions, and Mountain Lions are definitely having trouble containing the speed. You can see it in the open field. It's been a bugaboo here for the last couple weeks, and it's even last week. You wouldn't call Cumberland Valley a speed team, but their quarterback was very quick, and he hurt them with his runs. And so the speed is definitely killing the Mountain Lions right now.
Well, we'll come out of the timeout again. It is a 2nd and 15 for Harrisburg on the Mountain Lions 32-yard line.
And like Manny Miller has not been out there this whole series on defense. Elijah Hauser, number 3, has been playing in his position. So, you know, the Mountain Lions have some backups out there due to injury, and Manny's sitting on the bench down there. Hopefully he's all right and just going to play offense.
And I think we have movement up front on Harrisburg.
And
Somebody
five more yards back.
Prior to snap, false start for the 51 offense. 5-yard penalty, third down.
Referee just said false start, but he gave a holding penalty. You can't have holding if the play didn't go. That was a whoops.
Well, looking across the mid-pen tonight, in the first quarter, Central Dauphin out in front of State College, 8-0. And Carlisle's beaten Chambersburg 7-0 in the first. And then
Action, second down.
the last two opponents of the Mountain Lions, Cumberland Valley and CD East, Cumberland Valley out in front, 7-0.
Wow.
Williams hits the in-between guy, picks up picks up the full first down. So he picked up pretty much all 20 yards.
Completion, Kyle Williams is pulled down by number 4, Tyson Reed.
I'll tell you what,
That's a gain of 19.
Shaquille Lewis looks like a stud quarterback right now. He's completed every pass, I think.
And he hasn't been their starter recently.
Right. It's amazing.
Third down and 1.
Was that ball thrown to Williams, or was that Cook? And here's
It
another.
was thrown to Cook. He's calling him down. He's calling his knee down. So it'll be fourth and about, what, 4?
Loss of 3.
So as he took the snap, he put his knee down, and there's an injury on the field. Is it from Harrisburg?
I believe.
Yeah, they're wearing dark pants, so it's
Yeah.
Harrisburg, and it looks like it's a cramp situation, and that's actually in the area of where the receiver was. So I'm looking around. Can I see Cook? Yeah, Cook's over there walking between the 20 and 25.
Oh, it's a
And
big
one of-
guy. What's he doing down there?
Good question. So one of the linemen, we can't catch the number because he just walked straight off the edge of the field. They will replace him, and we have a big 4th and 4 here. 20 seconds to go. This is probably the last play of the quarter, if not. And they're trying to snap it before Altoona's ready.
Yeah, because the referee started the clock when everybody's at the
Fourth down
sideline.
and 4.
That was strange.
But the clock didn't start moving.
Yeah.
Now it is moving. So high snap, but Lewis takes it. He just throws out.
Incomplete.
And
Oh my gosh.
2 Mountain Lion defenders there.
Just threw under duress. Ethan Straup right in his face. Just fired it out there. And the Mountain Lion's standing flat-footed, and Cook just goes and makes a play. That's a backbreaker right there.
Out of the end of the first quarter.
So we come to the end of the first quarter with a 1st and goal situation for Harrisburg. They are out in front 7-0. They pick up on a 4th and 4. Basically, Lewis just threw the ball up to the outside.
Yeah.
And Cook,
Cook went to the ball and made a play, and the Mountain Lions just stood there flat-footed and allowed Cook to make that play, and instead of going and being aggressive at the ball and trying to knock it down.
Cook has already 4 catches for 56 yards.
And that big field goal return.
Lewis is 6 for 6 at this point in the game for 72 yards.
Not bad for a guy who hasn't played. I don't know if he's been hurt and the freshman was playing, or I don't know what the story was, but
Lewis has come out tonight and done a nice job. He's had time, and he gets the ball to the receivers in the open areas. So, again, we're 1st and goal. Start of the second quarter. Harrisburg out in front.
Hopkins.
Makai Hopkins.
Hopkins just a quick run up the middle, and we going to give him 1.
Game 2, Elijah Hauser, Connor Reimer on the stop.
2nd down. You know, we were talking being old school before. I'm still the guy sending the receiver with the play and send somebody out.
Right.
Everybody just looks over for signs, and there's a bad snap. And who's going to get to it? And it looks like Cook got to it, but he was tackled at the 35-yard line for a loss of
Connor Reimer.
26.
Connor Reimer in there making
27.
Loss of 29.
Okay. Now, do you give them all to Cook? Probably not.
No, that's
even
like
though he was the one that was running. That's a team.
Team rush or whatever, yeah.
Minus 29. So
It's a big loss.
Harrisburg's
Third
at the
36. Or 3rd and goal from the 36. Well, you just got to make sure you tackle because they're going to try to get some of it here.
Lewis is going to just throw way down the field and an interception.
Sean Betwee.
Betwee picks it off and will return it to about the 12. But the Mountain Lions stop the Harrisburg threat with an INT.
John Betwee on the interception.
And Lewis has still
Ball hasn't hit the ground.
had the ball hit the ground because his incompletion is an interception. So Betwee with his 2nd pick of the year, I believe. He had a pick earlier. It was a big pick. I think it was in Williamsport or the Alderdice game. It was a big pick
To basically seal the game.
Yeah, he was down here, I remember. So Mountain Lions now looking to get some momentum here, see if they can move the ball like they were doing early on here in the first quarter. Actually, it was the first drive of the game. They moved the ball down to about the 20-yard line and then couldn't go any further. So
Well, Strout will take it up the middle, and that opens up with a big 7 or 8. Again, the Mountain Lions want to get 3 to 5 yards at least on 1st down because they don't want to get themselves into being 3rd and long. 3rd and short, you can still do a couple different things, but you know when you're 3rd and more than 10, you're going to be throwing. So again, the Mountain Lions come out with a double tight end formation, and they're going to call a penalty on the Mountain Lions.
yeah, that's
And then a
not
second flag was thrown. What's the second flag
good. I
for?
don't know.
Because the head official was walking in, and then something happened that he threw the flag at the 15.
There are 2 fouls on the play. False start, offense.
Defense have 12 men.
After play was over, there's sportsmanlike conduct. Defense. Both fouls are being enforced.
Oh, and sportsmanlike conduct.
The sportsmanlike conduct is on number 12.
So he either said something or he pushed one of the Mountain Lions.
Yeah, I don't know what he would be unhappy about, unless it was some kind of taunting. Because it was the Mountain Lion penalty, definitely.
Right. So the Mountain Lions pick up a 1st down, and they're out at the 32. Mountain Lions sort of change their formation. Hand off to Stroup. Tries to put his head down and get going, and he's not getting much yardage there. We'll give him 2 out to the 34.
Terrell Reynolds,
But
Kai Hawkins.
When the Mountain Lions have picked up runs for quite a good chunk of yards, it has been to the right side of the line. One of the weird things is Harrisburg is switching out linemen almost on every play right now. Sort of that end over formation to the right, handoff to the right. And again, Harrisburg is bringing their linebackers pretty much on every play. They're blitzing.
Yep.
And they get into the backfield and meet Stroup right at the line of scrimmage. So we're now going to be at a 3rd and 8.
Daniel 1. Terrell Reynolds, number 2 on the stop.
I mean, if you just had play action in your bag, you just watch the corners. They just sell out for the run. I mean, and I watched a little bit of tape this week on. It was a game against Governor Mifflin. The corners just sell out, and Governor Mifflin just faked a handoff and threw a wide open bomb. I mean,
it's a screen to Stroup. He steps out of one tackle and then runs between two guys, and he'll pick up 11 yards.
Yeah, that first tackle he broke was the key to that one right there, and that was all Stroup after that. He's caught a few balls this year. Ethan has had 6 catches. That's his 7th this year, so he's caught a few passes. Now, we talked many times, the Mountain Lions don't throw very often. So 7 catches actually is tied for the team lead,
one of the keys with that play was that he was able to sidestep that first tackle, and that gave him the opportunity to keep moving. Once again, they try the dive to the left, and it is not there. He gets no yardage. And we're going to be 2nd and 10. Clock is moving. It is 7:31 to go in the half. And the Mountain Lions are trailing the Harrisburg Cougars by the score of 7-0.
You know, and we said about some big scores. You know, Harrisburg, Altoona has been on the short end of some big scores. This team will not be on the short end of a big score. They're tough. It's the style of offense also that helps keep them in the game.
Well, there's a sweep, and that time the cornerback read it perfectly, and he met Tyson Reed in the backfield, and Reed is going to lose 7 yards.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about. Now it's an obvious passing situation. Now it's different. But if you can pass on 1st and 2nd down, and you're going to catch those cornerbacks sleeping, I'm telling you, they know it too. You don't be surprised if the Mountain Lions don't give it a shot here.
So we're down to 7 seconds on the play clock. So the Mountain Lions are coming out quick. They got trips to the left. 2, 1, snap got off. They come through fast, and again, it's another screen, this time to the other side to Stroup. He does make the catch and gain 1 yard.
Yep.
And after he was brought down, the ball popped out, but the Harrisburg players are lobbying for a fumble.
And the official said knee was down.
Nice on hit, Black on stop at number 24.
So out, the ball is at the 40. It is 4th and 16. Stroup will go back to kick. And again, do you look to Agnell it out of bounds here after that big run back?
Yeah, it wouldn't be a bad thing, unless you can make sure you get it over his head.
It's a slow snap, but he does get the ball, get it off. Nice high kick, and it's going to bounce, and he's going to take it on the bounce, and there's a holding penalty. There it is.
I mean, yeah.
So it looked like number 3 tackled the Mountain Lion defender and then just laid on him.
Ethan Heilman, again, yeah, you're not allowed to lay on people.
That's Anthony Day. He was just laying on top of the defender. So the return actually came back to about 20 yards, 25 yards. But because of the penalty from the 25, it's going to move back all the way to probably, 15?
Should be somewhere around there, yeah.
No, they're marking it from the 26. And
it was a 13-yard penalty.
So it's half the distance to the goal.
Yeah, I don't know if that's right, but maybe. I don't know. If I was holding's 10 yards, right? Shouldn't it, I don't know. Whatever.
Holding was 10 yards in the 1990s. I'll tell you that.
I don't know. Whatever.
Some of the changes I'm not sure about either. But
in a 15-yard penalty inside the 30, it's half the distance to the goal. A 10-yard penalty inside the 20, but a 10-yard penalty from the 26 should not be half the distance to the goal. It's just math. What did we teach? Oh, that's right, math, right?
So handoff, and the Mountain Lions read it pretty quickly, but they'll give up 4?
Yeah, it looks like 4. Who was that? Who was on the carry? Was that number 4? Kyle Williams. We haven't heard much from him. He's the guy that has made all the plays thus far.
That's only Williams' second carry,
It's
but
been mostly Cook and Hopkins.
But Williams had that touch. He's the one who scored on the touchdown on the shuttle
right,
pass.
He scored the touchdown, right. I thought he'd be more of a workhorse kind of guy. There's that stupid little pass again.
To me, that's not a pass. That's a handoff.
I know, but...
And he's pulled out of bounds at the 25. They'll give up the first down. And it'll be 8 yards on Cook's.
Tyson Reed on the stop.
Cook's cheating pass. We call it the cheating pass.
I mean, it's totally legal, but...
Right. It's cheating your stats is what it is. Yeah, it's padding your stats, I guess.
So we have
That's what I'm looking for.
Do we have a different quarterback in, or they just have different receivers?
Yeah,
Because I thought 14 came over here, but I don't know if that's him or not.
I think it's Lewis out there still.
And there's the running up the middle again. And that time...
He almost broke out. Kyle Williams almost...
Williams.
He broke out a little bit there.
He'll get to the 33. So that's a gain of 8.
Second down and 10.
It's not second and 10, Joe. Joe Shuda, the stadium announcer, you can hear him sometimes.
He read it off the scoreboard. The scoreboard was slow. Yeah, he's got to correct his buddies down there.
Well, they were setting up the wide receiver screen on that last play, and there it is right there. They actually, it was the...
They have lots of numbers out there, the Mountain Lions do, but not before he got the first down.
It stopped at the 37, so that's a gain of 5.
Tackle by number 4, Tyson Reed.
So Tyson Reed was out there. Dokes was out there. Freewold was out there. Number 36, Devorian Clark. He's in the game. He was out there. He's a junior. Some new names this week, huh?
There's the same thing the other way, and the Mountain Lions look to play it perfectly, but...
Tyson Reed just missed a tackle. And
Reed missed a tackle, but Reimer made the tackle, and it's going to be just a gain of 1, or is it going to be no yardage?
But he was in position. Reed was there. Matter of fact, he was there so early, I thought maybe he had a chance to intercept it, right? He kind of waited for him to... He broke down and waited for him to make a move to see if he could make the tackle, and then kind of whiffed on it.
So Harrisburg, the last couple plays, are trying to get their athletes in space. And here's a quick pass. They're just going straight for the long bomb.
Good coverage by Dokes.
And the receiver out there who was yelling for a flag. I didn't see Dokes touch him, but...
Is that Williams?
That was number 19. LeBron Jones.
Oh.
I wonder who he's named after.
Yeah, I don't know.
So we are now in a 3rd and 9 situation. 2:39 to go in the half.
So that 19 does look like a 14, huh? I see what you were saying. These numbers are definitely hard to read, the font on them.
So here comes a screen, and no, there's no screen. There's a Connor. No, that's Strout. Strout just came and got a
big blitz.
Big blitz, and is that a 12 or 13-yard sack?
Big sack. That's
13-yard sack.
Ethan Straup's 3rd sack of the year. That leads the Mountain Lions.
Well, this is the first time we've seen Harrisburg in a punt formation. And, you know, the first half, it seems like Harrisburg has been dominating because of their bigger plays. But it's only 7-0 right now.
Right,
with
it's
a
only
minute 58.
7-0. And the Mountain Lions just kind of wasted some time there. I wonder why they weren't calling timeout. Harrisburg would be content to let the play clock run all the way down. But 1:58 left. Mountain Lions have 2 timeouts. That is enough time to score, especially if they can get any kind of return here, or, you know, the Harrisburg punter doesn't knock a 60-yarder down there or something like that.
Fans are reminded that all home games will be streamed live on MLTV Live YouTube channel. If you get a chance, you can check out any of the home games so far this year. Just go MLTV Live, and you can pick the game you want to see, whether it's tonight, whether it's the weekend, whether it's in 20 years when you come back for alumni band or alumni whatever and homecoming. You know, this is a great night to have this type of game basically be preserved for all time. So the Mountain Lions are lined up to get the kick. We've got 9 guys in, and they're coming through. And it's a bad short kick. And it's bouncing backwards, and
You're going to get the ball at the 30.
at the 30. It ends up being a 6-yard kick. 4 Mountain Lions looked like they almost had a shot at it, and it was kicked straight up in the air. And it actually took a big Altoona bounce at the end, and luckily for one of the Harrisburg players, was close enough that he could dive and touch it, because if not, it would have kept bouncing towards their goal.
Right. Now, we mentioned earlier about special teams maybe has been a little bit of a problem for the Mountain Lions. That was a good special teams play. They got pressure on the punter, forced a bad kick, and now look at the field position they get here with 1:50 left in the half.
2 timeouts for the Mountain Lions. 1st and 10 at Harrisburg's 30. Steinbugle goes back to pass. He's looking around. He runs the corner, and he throws it short over the middle, and it goes through the hands of Ethan Howman. I think Howman saw he had a lot of green and sort of took his eye off the ball for a second, and it was an incomplete pass.
Slightly behind him, but I think Howman will tell you he should have had it, you know, and you're right. He was trying to run before he had it. Steinbugle does a good job improvising there. He actually could have ran himself probably for a gainer. But hey, you know, the line held out long enough, and Aiden moved around, and that's what they're going to need to do. They're going to need to throw the ball. Aaron Hatch with the catch. It's his 2nd of the game and the year.
Aaron Hatch.
And it almost looked like he was getting horse-collared as he was going for the ball.
He juggled it a little bit. He concentrated very well and held on to that.
So it's 3rd and 2 at the 22.
3rd down and 2 at the 22.
I'm glad that Mr. Shuda and I agree. Quick handoff to Stroup. He gets through the 20 down to the 19. So it's going to be 1st down. The clock will stop for a little bit.
1:08, and it'll start on the ready for play here.
And the Mountain Lions are inside the red zone for the first time tonight. They got to the 21 on their first drive, but then was pushed backwards.
2 timeouts left, 1 minute and running.
Steinbugle back to pass again. Throws it short. This time Howman makes the catch. He'll go down to the 13, so he's going to get 6. But the clock is the enemy right now as it runs, and I think Coach Niedermeyer just called his 2nd timeout.
Yeah.
Timeout. Altoona. That is their 2nd charge timeout.
So the Mountain Lions with a 3rd and, what are we going to say, 4? They need to get down to the 9.
Looking at 3, maybe.
3. They're on the 12.
About 3, so 3rd and about 3. 1 timeout left. There's 40 seconds. So your playbook's open. You can easily run the ball, no problem. I hate when you get down here and you end up 1st and goal in the 10. I like to see him get down like, you know, the 5 or inside the 5. That seems to be much more manageable. I hate those 1st and goals on the 10. How about we just break one all the way in? Right up the middle, Ethan just breaks one.
We'll take that. We'll take a touchdown anytime we can
that,
get it.
Absolutely.
So.
Harrisburg will get the ball to start the 2nd half, so a score here would be huge for the Mountain Lions to even this up. And it depends how close it is. It may be 4 down territory here.
Central Dauphin, who hasn't played many games because of COVID this year, out in front of State College, 22-0 in the 2nd quarter. Throw to the end zone to Dokes, and he could not come up with it.
It was a good throw. It was right there. Cook just got up there and blocked Dokes' vision just a little bit.
Yeah,
but
I don't think Cook touched it.
I don't think he did either, but he just blocked his vision, right?
That was a good play set up, and Dokes had the chance. He just couldn't bring it in. It was on his fingertips, but it was close.
Oh, it's only 3rd down right now.
Yes.
That's right. I was thinking the last one was 3rd down.
So Carlisle out in front of Chambersburg, 17-0 in the 2nd. CD East and Cumberland Valley tied, 7-7. Hand off to Stroup. He goes up the middle, gets the 1st down, and will take it all the way down to the 7. So 1st and goal at the 7, 31 seconds. Mountain Lions line right up again. Clock is moving, and they spike the ball. But that was a big 6-yard gain from Stroup as he saw a little daylight. He cut it right up the middle, got the first down, got a fresh clock, and it's 28 seconds. Mountain Lions didn't waste a timeout there, but it's now 2nd and goal.
I don't know. I'd have just run a play, I think. You do have a timeout. I hate wasting it down there. Now, if there's like 10 seconds, yeah, you want to spike it, but now, once again, we're still with 1 timeout. You can run the ball here.
I'd have 2 plays in the huddle.
Right.
So you go out, run it, come back and throw a pass somewhere else. There's a pass over the middle. Ooh, and it was almost picked off.
Should have been picked off.
He
right?
did not see Cook standing in his linebacker position. And as the Mountain Lion cut across the middle, he looked open for a second, but the ball hit Cook right in the numbers. And it's now 3rd down and goal from the 7. 25 seconds to go. Harrisburg still leading 7-0. Again, halftime tonight going to be a little longer. We have the Alumni Band and we have homecoming. Mountain Lions bring end over and somebody jumped.
Now it's going to be half the distance. That helps a little.
So it's going to now move down to about the 3.5. And it was on defense, so the clock should not be moving.
Right.
We're moving it. There he goes.
The clock was already stopped.
The clock was stopped at the 24, and it should still be stopped. And it is. So 2nd and goal, or 3rd and goal from the 3.5. Again, that first spike. Steinbugle under center, hand off to Stroup. Stroup keeps his legs moving. He looked like he stopped at the 4, and he pushed himself all the way down to about
timeout.
1.5 or 2.
It's 4th down.
And they're going to let the clock run down and then call timeout. Probably 2 seconds left. Have this be what the Mountain Lions doing? No.
Yeah.
You better call timeout. It looked like the Mountain Lions were going to come up and try to make the snap, not thinking. As Coach Niedermeyer is waiting for the clock to run down. Well, with 4 seconds left, this should still be the last play of the half. So being at the 2.5 or 2, Chris, do you go for it in this timeout, or do you basically kick an extra point?
I think you go for it.
Okay.
How many times are you going to get down here, right? You're already down. You feel like you're on borrowed time a little bit with the way Harrisburg has moved the ball. I think you have to try to tie it up.
Again, one of the things to remember, Harrisburg only has dressed 33 guys tonight. So as this game moves on, they could be getting tired.
And their defense especially, like the Mountain Lions have definitely controlled the clock. I don't have that figure in front of me, but
so 4th down, Mountain Lions come out. Dokes is the wing to the right. You got 2 receivers to the left. Steinbugle under center. There was movement up front. And they're just going to say the half ends.
I don't know what happened there. It didn't make it didn't. It's like the ball was snapped and the lineman didn't move. So I don't understand what happened exactly.
Well, the Mountain Lions will be stopped at the 2-yard line. They go into the locker room on the losing side of a 7-0 lead for Harrisburg. Again, the Alumni Band is here tonight. There's an additional 150 to 200 extra silks and baton twirlers and trumpets and drums and color guard. It's nice to see a sea of white out on the field with the band. And more importantly tonight, we have homecoming. So we're going to take this to the break, and we're going to let MLTV students show you all the festivities from halftime and our homecoming candidates.
Ladies and gentlemen, we proudly present the Altoona Area High School Alumni Band, Majorette, Silk, Rifles, and Color Guard. This year, the Alumni Band is comprised of over 150 members, spanning many states and graduating years. The Alumni Band in front will open this evening's halftime show with Sing, Sing, Sing. The Alumni Band is under the direction of Altoona Area School District Junior High School Band Director, Miss Kelly Myers. Welcome to the 2021 Homecoming Coronation. The Homecoming Committee would like to thank all the candidates, clubs, sponsors, administration, and families for making Homecoming a success. With everyone's help, the Homecoming Committee and candidates were able to raise over $8,400 this week for scholarships and the Central PA Autism Society. We will now introduce the candidates. Please hold your applause until all the candidates have been introduced. Here they are. Representing girls basketball, Avery Birchfield, escorted by Lucas Muffy.
Should I zoom up? Okay, should I keep going?
Representing Earthkeepers, Sloan Condo, Parker Cook, escorted by Ben Kennedy. Representing girls soccer, Brooke Harrington, escorted by Will Young. Representing softball, Kirsten Hufford, escorted by Zach Walter. Representing Majorettes, Maddie Hughes, escorted by Logan Zaradnik. Representing girls tennis, Stevie Jones, escorted by Jordan Lodsoki. Representing girls cross country, Mackenzie Kelly, escorted by Aiden Kelly. Representing cheerleading, Alyssa Kovacs, escorted by Gabe Eversole. Representing girls track and field, Brooke Long, escorted by Jason Durbin. Representing Mountain Echo, Destiny Montgomery, escorted by Braden Adams. Representing wrestling, Greta Moyer, escorted by Reese Eilenberger. Representing chorus, Abby Quinn, escorted by Ethan Eisenhart. Representing orchestra, Rachel Scheinberg, escorted by Nevayon Helton. Representing gymnastics, Anna Schaefer, escorted by Cameron Crawford. Representing silks, Ashley Smith, escorted by Patrick Reed. Representing marching band, Amira Dama Smith Banks, escorted by Cadence Niedermeyer. coming, Cassie Vaughn, escorted by Patrick Webster. Representing Student Council, Sophia Veneziano, escorted by Christian Strawmeyer. Representing Girls Golf, Jenna Williams, escorted by Ethan Little. Representing Pioneers, Maddie Winters, escorted by Aaron Chaplin. And please welcome the 2020 Homecoming Queen, Riley Steinbugle, who will be crowning. Riley will be crowning the AHS 2021 Homecoming Queen. Riley's escort, Matthew Bowser, is currently at field training for the Army and cannot be here tonight. We thank him for his service. Let's have a nice round of applause for all the candidates for the 2021 Homecoming Queen, Riley Steinbugle. Second runner-up is Stevie Jones.
I found her. Got her.
The first runner-up is Avery Birchfield. And the 2021 Homecoming Queen is Brooke Harrington. Let's have a nice round of applause for our 2021 Homecoming Queen, Brooke Harrington, the runners-up, as well as all the homecoming candidates. Thank you to our 2021 Queen, Riley Steinbugle, for joining us this year, and thank you all for participating in this year's homecoming festivities. Altoona Area High School Marching and Alumni Band will perform one last song. Please welcome all these musicians as they perform the Sigmund March of the Altoona Area High School, Barnum and Bailey's favorite. Kelly Myers and Anastasia Hall. Major Ed Advisor, Kelly Detweiler. Silk Advisors, Lisa Moore. Percussion Instructor, Mike Baker. Band Assistant, Drew Yingling. And Band Director, Larry Detweiler. the winning number for the 50-50. It's up on the really big board, worth $888. The number is 471756. 471756. Report to the flagpole if you've got the winning ticket. 471756. Report to the flagpole, $888.
Welcome back to Mansion Park. We are getting ready for the second half between Altoona and Harrisburg. The Cougars currently lead the game 7-0. They took their opening drive down the field very quickly, and it finished off with an 8-yard shovel pass from give me 1 second here. So it was an 8-yard shovel pass. Kyle Williams got the pass from Ziki Lewis. The extra point made it 7-0. Harrisburg moved up and down the field, looked like they were going to add to it. Mountain Lions were able to stop them with an interception, and then on a bad punt, got the ball back at the 30-yard line. They drove to the 2 with 4 seconds left, but a miscommunication left the Mountain Lions short of the end zone, and on the losing side right now of a 7-0 deficit. We had a 20-minute halftime. It was impressive to hear the band play Barnum and Bailey's favorite with the Alumni band. Total, there was over 300 students and alumni band members out there playing. It was an awesome sight. Right before that, they announced Altoona's homecoming queen, and we are happy to announce that Brooke Harrington, representing soccer, was the homecoming queen. And there is a little twist with Miss Harrington. She is Coach Niedermeyer's niece.
Yeah, that I'm out of breath here. I was down. My son was an escort Christian, so I just hoofed it all the way up here. But girls soccer kind of has they have a machine that produces these homecoming queens. They have a system. Girls soccer has had the homecoming queen many times. They had a long streak. I think it was broken.
A few years ago.
But
softball won last year, and then back to soccer this year.
Girls soccer again. So.
And the Altoona Homecoming, they use it to raise money for scholarships and other things. They do a games night, and so much of that, how you do with athletic events or just luck on some crazy events, get you points. They have a penny jar there that night, and whoever gets the most pennies gets more points. They have the popular vote, but it's actually the popular vote is less than 50% of the overall score. So soccer has done some things over the years, and this year they had another winner, and Brooke Harrington was named the homecoming royalty or the homecoming queen. So the Mountain Lions set to kick off and kick the ball deep down to the 5. It is picked up by Kyle Williams. He makes one cut, then another at the 20. He tries to loop around and get to the corner, but the kicker is going to come up and make the tackle. That's Aaron Hatch, but there's a penalty, so I'm not sure if somebody got a face mask.
I think Hatch got the face mask a little bit. There wasn't much.
Oh, that wasn't. He wasn't the kicker. No, I'm sorry.
Another strange twist. The kicker is the homecoming queen's
escort
sister.
Oh.
MJ Harrington is Brooke Harrington's younger sister. How about that? So, what is this, 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon here all over the place, or what?
I guess so. I can go out to a couple more. Todd Banks, the 1996 quarterback of the Mountain Lions. That was his niece with Amy Harrington or Amy Banks.
Right.
So it was a penalty on the Mountain Lions. It'll bring the ball out to the 35. So it looked like the Mountain Lions were going to actually push Harrisburg back to their worst starting position of the night, but they're able to get it out to the 35 after the penalty. There's a little confusion as Williams is not sure which side to line up on. And it's a quick pass out to Williams, and Williams makes one guy almost miss. He got him by the shirt, and Williams gets tackled. I'm going to give him out to the 42, so it's going to be a 7-yard gain. And again, they're just trying to get a quick pass or a quick lateral to the side and get their athlete in space. Williams makes his third catch. This time, running up the middle through all the traffic is number 7, Hopkins. And he'll bring it all the way up to the mountain line 46 for a gain of 15.
While I was catching my breath, I think I said the kicker is his sister. The kicker is her brother, obviously. Well, I guess it's not obvious anymore, but yeah, MJ is Carrie's younger brother. Or not Carrie's. Carrie would be the mom. Brooke's younger brother. Whew, I think I might need some assistance over here.
We're going to need some sort of graphics that we can put up the entire graphic of
Put
who
the
is related
family
to who
tree
and
up
how.
who's related to who.
But, you know, on this serious note, congratulations to Brooke Harrington from soccer being named the 2021 Homecoming Queen. Low snap, but they're going to pass it again. Just quickly throw it to Williams out in the flats, and there's a holding.
Yeah.
Number 17 just got underneath, and now he's getting his face, and there's another penalty.
And that's going to be on Dokes because Dokes got right in his face.
So you're going to have almost offsetting because it'll be a dead ball one way. Well, it'll holding one way and a dead ball personal foul the other. And the holding will negate the actual play.
There are 2 fouls on the play. Holding, number 14. After play was over, personal foul, number 5 to defense. Both penalties be enforced.
So while we're walking back and forth on the grass or the turf, there's the walk out to the 50, and then it's going to go down to the 35 and be a first down. Central Dauphin out in front of State College 28-7 at the half. Carlisle beating Chambersburg 24-7 at the half. CD East has now come back with 14 unanswered points to take the lead at the half against Cumberland Valley, 14-7. Some other local games of interest right now. In the big battle in the Laurel Highlands, Central is looking to stay unbeaten. They're out in front of Richland 21-7. And Central Cambria upsetting Penn Cambria right now at the half, 12-6.
I was looking the other day. Hohenstein for Central, some gaudy stats. 19 touchdowns, 1 interception. That is unbelievable.
There's a run to the left side, this time by Hopkins again, and really nowhere to go as the Mountain Lions converge on him and only give him a yard.
Data 1 to Ty Hopkins on the carry. Cameron Brenda on the stop.
So the Mountain Lions here have to settle down. See if they can hold them here.
And that retaliation penalty hurt you because you would have been in a situation where they were going to be second and like 15. There's a straight streak throw up, and did he come back and catch it? They're going to give him the reception down at the 5 and actually,
Well, he rolled over, so that's legal, I guess. Huh? It was about, he caught the ball about the 6. They're putting it inside the 4.
At the 4. So that is a huge gain on that play. All the way from the 34 to the 4, so a gain of 30. And I believe that was that Williams again?
I think it was Cook.
Was it Cook?
Yeah.
So that's his 6th catch now for 87 yards. First and goal for Harrisburg. This is not the opening drive the Mountain Lions wanted. It's handed off to Williams, and he's stuck at the 2. And they'll blow him dead at the 1.
Number 7, the ball carrier.
So a gain of 3. Oh, that was Hopkins, not Williams. I apologize.
Initial hit by number 26, Chandler Brendel.
They're doing a lot of mix action in the background again. The numbers are very small, and from our distance, it's a little hard to see. So second and goal at the 1. They're going to still stay in a shotgun formation. Trips left. And there's the handoff to Williams again, and he goes up the middle, and I believe he got into the end zone.
Hopkins. They had
Hopkins.
Williams spread out wide the whole time, not in the backfield.
So Harrisburg will bring the first drive of the second half right down the field, the 3 minutes and 42 seconds.
And that, once again, the retaliation penalty made a big difference. That opened up them a chance for the big play. And Harrisburg took advantage of it to their credit, and they're up 2 scores now, 14-0.
That drive made the end of the first half a little bit bigger, as now the Mountain Lions are going to be 2 scores down. And I believe that was missed or blocked.
Score remains at 13-0.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't see exactly what happened.
I just saw the official put his hands together.
And on that big play, Yost was in position too. He just didn't quite turn around and find the ball. Cook made the adjustment and came back a little bit, and we couldn't really see. It looked like he scooped it kind of down by the ground. I mean, he made a great catch.
I thought it was a catch, and it's what you've been seeing a lot lately in the pro game, is that it's that intentional underthrown pass that the receiver's looking at it while the defender's looking more at the receiver while trying to look back. But the receiver makes that sort of stop and jump back. You're either going to get a penalty, or you're going to be able to come back and make the catch without much defense.
Right.
So this time, Prather will line up right at the X. He's been kicking from the side the first 2 times. This time he's kicking right off from the middle. So it'll be interesting if he tries to kick it deeper, because now the Mountain Lions have really moved up. You have basically a line every 15 yards where it's usually every 20 yards. So if he does have a leg and can kick it, he might get it over Dokes. And is that Howman on that side too?
Tyson Reed.
Tyson Reed, okay. Yeah, there's a little short kick, again to the up man, and he will just get it, fall on it. And the Mountain Lions will take over at the 32.
That was Zach Reimer again. This time he's like, I'm not missing it. What if they intentionally pick a guy and kick it to him? I mean, that wouldn't surprise me. They do some strange things on the kickoff. So Mountain Lions not bad field position at the 33-yard line here. Get started here for their first drive of the second half. See if they can build on the success they had at the end of the first half. They just couldn't punch it in. Some miscommunication or something with that last play. Something was weird with that last play of the half.
And a penalty. So again, another issue up front for the Mountain Lions. Instead of being 1st and 10, they're going to be pushed back 1st and 15.
You know, and I distinctly remember praising them and talking so much earlier in the year about how they didn't really turn the ball over and they barely committed a penalty at all, especially pre-snap penalties. And we've seen a tremendous increase in them over the last couple weeks here. And I don't know what's going on with if they're getting tired or mentally tired or what, but they can't have those pre-snap penalties.
So the Mountain Lions have that overloaded formation to the right. And here's a quick pass out in the flat to Dokes. He's able to get it and quickly head out towards the corner, but he is caught from behind, that time by number 6, Samir Wilkinson. But he is able to gain. We're going to give him
just
only got 1 yard.
Boy, it seemed like he did better than that. I don't understand that. I don't know if I didn't really look and see where the spot was, but I guess that's all he got was a yard.
It seemed a little better to me also. So the Mountain Lions have a tight formation now, and they sort of turn, and there's a problem, and Dokes will take a reverse, and he'll go ahead, and this time we'll give him 2 running the ball. So again, here we are in the same situation we were earlier that hurt the Mountain Lions. They're 3rd and 12.
Terrell Reynolds on this stop.
And they bring out put their receiver types in, bring out some of the wing back tight end types. So they're going to spread out a little bit, probably go shotgun here. Try to throw the ball downfield a little bit.
Now the linebackers are playing a little bit more off the ball than they have been. But the line is rushing. And Steinbugle starts to move. He throws the ball to the side to Dokes. And they're going to say it is a catch, but it is out to the 40, so it's going to be 4th and 3.
Right.
Dokes made the catch, but when you need 13, it's very tough.
The Mountain Lions are going for it. At least draw them off. They run that show motion play, try to draw them off maybe. And they say no.
3 or 4 of them stepped forward, but officials, remember in high school you can't get back. If you break that plane, then it is and they didn't get the ball off. Steinbugle fell, so it's going to be Harrisburg's ball.
I don't understand. I thought they would not run the play after that, and I mean, I'm not even sure they got it off.
I don't think they did.
Yeah, the play clock was counting way down,
but no flags came out. But the Mountain Lions now will turn the ball over at their own 38-yard line. Harrisburg up 13-0, 6:05 to go. 3 receivers just come right off the sideline and stand on the right by the numbers. 1 comes all the way over. You have Hopkins in the backfield, and there was some movement, but not called. And Hopkins, that's not Hopkins. That one's Williams, and he goes right through. And
38-yard touchdown run. Number 4.
38-yard touchdown run.
And this is what happened 2 weeks ago. This is what happened kind of last week in the second half. The Mountain Lions just can't put that full game together, and can't finish drives, can't put that full game together. It's the same kind of thing that's haunted them for the last several weeks here.
So the Mountain Lions turn it over on downs, and Harrisburg goes 1 play in 6 seconds. And the kick is up and no good again. It's wide left, so it is 19
Mountain Lions nothing.
to nothing at this point. So the Mountain Lion coaches are trying to talk to the team to get them back focused. It's a little bit of a tough break at this point.
And you can't, I mean, it's only 19-0. It's not like 49-0. So you got to come out. You can't give up. You got to keep playing and make better decisions, not commit those pre-snap penalties. They have to do a better job of the little things. It's the little things lately have been really getting them. And those are the things, you know, like we've mentioned so many times, when this offense, you need to do all the little things right in order to move the ball and score points.
Prather will kick off again. If you're just tuning in, it was 7-0 at half. The Mountain Lions were stopped at the 2-yard line right before half with no time on the clock. Prather doesn't have a tee, so he quickly ran over to his coach for a tee.
They're hustling now. They might have the second. It's down to 10, inside 10.
It was already been set for play. And he comes up and kicks and tries to go deep. This time it is taken by Reed, and he makes the first level of gentleman miss, and there's looked like a penalty off on the side here, but the official just let it go.
Just let it go, yep.
I couldn't tell if he was spinning the Altoona player around by his shoulder pads or his face mask.
Yeah, he spun around by something after the whistle, but the official let it go. I don't think it was the face mask. It was more like an arm or a jersey or something.
So the Mountain Lions will take over at their own 32 once again. 5:51 to go in the third.
Now, that last series, their best player, Ethan Stroup, did not touch the ball one time. So I think you're going to see that change here.
Steinbugle keeps it.
That was a good
perfect pitch. And Reed goes down the sideline but gets caught from behind from number 3, Anthony Day. But he's gone enough to pick up a first down and 16 yards.
That was the perfect pitch. He waited till the last minute. It's exactly the way you run that play. So many times the ball is pitched early, and it gives the defender a chance. The defender doesn't have to make a decision. You got to have that guy make a decision. Either he's going to the pitch man or you. That was a great job by Steinbugle right there.
This one is a hand up. Steinbugle keeps it. And there's a little extracurricular, again, after the whistle. Harrisburg is going a little bit more. Steinbugle will pick up, we'll give him 5.
Ty Hopkins on the stop. 5.
So it's going to be 2nd and 5 from Harrisburg's 47.
And you'll take 5 on first down any day of the week. That's right up the Mountain Lions alley there.
And again, Steinbugle keeps it and pitches. This time Reed can't get much. He gets out of bounds. Maybe we'll give him 2.
Yeah, in that case, he should have just cut it inside, taken the 4 or 5 yards that he could have had. Instead, he tried to pop it out and make a bigger play.
Actually, they mark it back from the 45 to the 46, so they give him 1. I didn't realize Harrisburg had a band here until I just looked up.
I think they just
got here about halftime.
Yeah.
So there's a problem with the way that Mountain Lions were lined up there. So Steinbugle will move Dokes. This time's handoff to Straub. He goes off the tackle and is able to pick up 3 more. So it's going to be 3rd and 1.
4th and 1.
4th and 1. Yeah, we're back to 4th down.
Yeah, you're definitely going for it again. Hopefully it'll be a little better play this time.
Harrisburg has put a lot of their players in the middle, but the Mountain Lions are going with that double tight, double wing. And
quarterback keeper.
Steinbugle took it himself, and I don't think he got to the line. And where they're walking in, I don't think they're going to give it to him. They're going to actually, it's going to be close. But I don't think he got it. He needed to get to the 42, and he does not look like he got to the 42. Are they going to bring out the chains?
Old John Madden back in the day would say, marked it with his right foot, it's a first down. If you marked it with his left foot, it's short.
From the mark I can see, and the official's right in front of me, and I can't see the ball well, but it does not look like it got to the 42-yard line. So
it's going to be close.
Yeah, they had it right on the 42, and the ball is not at the 42. It's coordinate if you got a chain link. Yeah, it's not. It's about 6 inches, and Harrisburg takes over.
Cougars take over on down.
So 2:49 to go in the 3rd. Mountain Lions have had 2 drives this quarter, and both of them have ended in 4th down where they could not pick up the first down. Again, Ezekiel Lewis had not played much this year. He had no statistics that we could find, and he's been in there all night long.
Another terrible snap. Lewis goes down and scoops it off the turf and still comes up with it with his fingers right on the laces and threw it low and outside to number 17, Giovanni Maldonado. But
that's the first actual ball that hit the ground that he has thrown.
He had
10 of them to his own receivers, 1 of them to the Mountain Lions.
He's played well, yes. He's played very, very well.
We picked him off on a drive inside the 10. So there's the handoff again to Williams. He's able to get through the first level. And it depends on where the mark is. One says at the 49, the other says at the 47. So they're a little out. There he goes.
Ethan Stroud.
They're going to put it at the 49 and make it 3rd and 1.
Yeah, and that's where he was. I don't know what this guy on the near side here was doing. I have no idea. He was stopping the clock and calling first down, and it was way back.
Low snap again. Williams cuts through, goes through one guy, goes through a second, and he's going to break it. Williams goes 49 yards and another touchdown.
There's a flag on the play.
Oh, but there is a penalty. Where's the flag?
It's the hold back here. I didn't think they called it, but it was on Freewald. The receiver out here had a hold of his jersey, and then you could tell he put his hands up like I didn't do anything. And
so, you know, it's going to be
that was right at the point of attack, so you had to call that one. But I didn't think they were going to call it. I didn't see the flag.
So is that a 13-yard penalty?
I don't know.
It actually ended up being no penalty. It's a gain of a half a yard. So it's 3rd and less than a yard now. As that run is negated because of the holding penalty on the receiver.
Play clock's down to 5. And the receiver over here left way too early. They're not calling that.
Completion number 5.
So from the 49 down to the 28.
Tackled by Ethan Stroud.
Again, that's his favorite target, Justin Cook. 21-yard gain. Cook now has 7 catches for 108 yards.
18-yard completion.
Tried to fake a sweep the one way and had a counter coming back the other. And was that actually Cook that they gave him the ball?
Yeah, Mason Walk got great penetration, turned it up inside.
Is that a one?
No gain on the
I'm
play.
going to give him no yards.
Back for no gain, yeah.
So 1:06 to go in the 3rd. Harrisburg out in front by 19. The wheels just came off the Altoona offense and defense here in this half, or this quarter, as a 7-0 halftime lead. And then Hopkins does get the ball, and again, there's only like 4 snaps in a row that have rolled back to Lewis. He's able to control it and get it off to his running back.
And Harrisburg was inside the 10 in the first half, and there was a high snap way back over his head for a 29-yard loss. So the shotgun snap has not been a thing of beauty for Harrisburg tonight.
So that's strange. Harrisburg could have just let the quarter run out.
Yeah, I don't know why they called timeout.
But instead on a 3rd and 7 decide to, there's no wind or no advantage to be at this end of the field.
They had an injury over there, so guy has a cramp,
Then it
looks like.
Should have been, well, did they say officials timeout? I thought they said Harrisburg.
No, Harrisburg definitely called timeout, but it could have been an official's timeout. The guy's still on the field. Like, I don't understand why they had to call timeout. It should have been an official's timeout. But whatever.
That's the second lineman tonight for Harrisburg that has left the game with some sort of leg injury. I'm going to say it's probably a cramp. The way he's moving out there, he hopped off the field.
Right.
So
looks like a cramp.
3rd and 8. If the Mountain Lions want to have any chance left in this game, they've got to make a stop on these next 2 plays, because I have a feeling that if it becomes 4th down, Harrisburg will go for it.
And they're playing this 3rd down without Ethan Stroup, who has a helmet problem. That's a very inopportune time for that to happen.
3rd down and 8.
Lewis is waiting for the snap. He starts to run. He throws it out in the flat, and Williams was tackled. Looked like he was hit. He wasn't tackled. We didn't have a wrap.
Kyle Williams with the
And
reception.
he'll end up getting, are they going to give him 10?
Tyson Reed was right there to make the play and did not wrap up. I mean, it's
Oh, nope. It's 4th and a yard. So
fourth and a yard.
they only gave Lewis, was that 7 on that? That wasn't Lewis. That was Williams.
4th down and 1.
So with all this going on tonight, only 2 receivers have touched the ball. Cook and Williams have all the touches from the throws.
They don't have any subs. Once again, not trying to make the play.
But Harrisburg wasn't set. And there's a touchdown. Hopkins
Touchdown number 7.
goes.
Mackay Hopkins.
26 yards.
There were 3. Never mind.
Yeah, I know.
So Harrisburg will attempt an extra point. And here's a penalty on somebody. Is it on the Mountain Lions or is it on Harrisburg? There's been some jawing going on since the half.
It's on Harrisburg.
Sportsmanlike conduct, number 61 offense. That 15-yard penalty being enforced on the kickoff.
On the kickoff, not on the.
Right. They were getting ready to mark it on the point try.
So Mackay Lewis, or
That foul is on 51.
Mackay Hopkins, that's his 2nd touchdown of the night. So Williams has 2 and Hopkins has 2. And the kick is
Blocked.
No good. So 10 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter, and Harrisburg takes a 25-0 lead.
3 touchdowns in this quarter, all big plays, no extra points made. Strange quarter, just a strange quarter. Mountain Lions have went for it twice on 4th down. Did not get it.
Next week, where is Altoona?
Altoona next week is at Chambersburg. Harrisburg, this should be a good game. Harrisburg hosts CD East next week, next Saturday. Probably afternoon because Harrisburg doesn't have lights, so they probably are playing Saturday afternoon. That should be an interesting game.
Well, Carlisle currently is beating Chambersburg, where Altoona goes next week 27-7. Central Dauphin out in front in the 3rd quarter, 28-7 over State College. And CD still holding that 14-7 lead over Cumberland Valley.
So Chambersburg will fall to 0-3 in the conference along with Altoona if this holds. Carlisle will go to 1-2. They're beating Chambersburg. CD East will be 3-0 if they hold on. Harrisburg will be 2-0 if they hold on. Central Dauphin will be 2-0 if they hold on. Into conference, not overall record.
Correct. So the kickoff, because of the penalty, is back to the 25. Mountain Lions should get great field position. It goes to Reed at the 30, and he starts coming across the right side of the field, and he's just not going to have the speed to outrun the defenders. And he comes out to the 42.
40.
One has it at the 41, and somebody has it at the 43. So they'll walk in, and they'll place it at the 42. All right, 2 seconds. The Mountain Lions will get one play off here before the change sides for the 4th quarter. You have Yost in the backfield with Strout. So the Mountain Lions try to push it right up the middle, but Steinbugle keeps it. We'll give him 2 yards to the 44 and then get driven back about 10.
And they're definitely finishing the play, every play. They don't stop at the whistle. And Steinbugle's going to feel it definitely tomorrow. They're going to the echo of the whistle. I mean, it's not really a penalty. It's, it's.
So the end of the third quarter, again, Harrisburg out in front, 25-0. It was 7-0 at half. Harrisburg has taken all 3 drives they've got this half and scored on big plays. All extra points missed. Again, fans are reminded that all home games will be streamed live on MLTV Live YouTube channel. You can catch it at any time. Go home, watch it tonight, or you can watch it at any other time. Again, tonight with everything going on, Alumni Band, the homecoming queen again, Brooke Harrington from soccer, congratulations. But all the pictures and all the video and everything that's happening is brought to you by a student crew led by Mr. Sipes at MLTV. So with us tonight are Caleb Fries, Chris Fox, Mason Crownover, Brooke Thomas, Abby Hernkane, Mia Sassano, Sophia Caputo, and Emma Skelly. Mountain Lions will come out right away, and they'll get a handoff to Stroup. We're going to give him 3, so it's now 3rd and 5. At the end over formation to the left, Yost and Stroup in the backfield. Stroup tries to take a handoff, and he does not go anywhere. That's big number 53. Who was that? Or was it 52? Shamar Humphrey made the tackle, and it's 4th and 5. It's not a gain at 1, Joe.
Yeah, it's tough sledding in between the tackles there tonight. And we kind of had a feeling it would be that way. Harrisburg just plays so many people in there, and you just have a lot of trouble with handing that ball off to Straupie up the middle and or Yost up the middle.
The Mountain Lions right now have 96 yards rushing on 26 carries. Throwing the ball, Steinbugle is 7 for 11 for 40 yards.
And just all short passes. But they used that at the end of the first half effectively because Harrisburg just stacks everybody up front. I mean, it's just the way it is. They're going to punt the ball away here.
So on 4th and 5, the Mountain Lions will line up to punt. Stroup gets the snap. He gets a great kickoff. It's going to bounce and take a roll inside the 10 to the 5. So he's going to
47-yard punt.
The question is, can the Mountain Lion defense come up with a stand and a series here?
Turnover would be nice.
The only turnover was in the second quarter. Again, it was like a 3rd and goal from about the 37-yard line because of the bad snap and the penalty. That Harrisburg just basically was going for a deep bond. And it went right into Sean Betwee's hands, and he was able to catch it and bring it out to the 13. But the Mountain Lions were not able to capitalize on it. That's the only turnover for either team tonight.
And it was almost like an arm punt, so it's one that really didn't hurt Harrisburg.
There's the handoff. Mountain Lion, somebody came around the side and was in the backfield, and there's a fumble. And the Mountain Lion said they have it, and I think the officials are agreeing with them.
There's your turnover. I should have asked for that earlier.
I didn't see who came out with the ball. Is it the last man coming out?
Tyson LaRocco with the recovery, number 31 for the Mountain Lions. I don't know who caused the fumble, but they're about as far from us as they can be right now.
And now the Mountain Lions will go on a 1st and goal. So big play for them on defense. Now can they turn it into some points? Try to give it to Straub up the middle, and again, there's not much sledding there. He'll get 2 more yards.
Yeah, and that's why I would like to throw the ball on 1st and 2nd down whenever they're not expecting it.
And I think most teams are going to try to take Straub away and say, beat us with someone else.
Sure.
Straub had a couple runs where he got going and there was a little bit of movement, and they weren't the dives up the middle. They were the ones that went off tackle. And he found a gap and picked up 10, 12 yards. But other than that, he has not picked up much, as he's averaging less than 3 yards a carry. There's again a person jump up front. Steinbuhl keeps it and runs to the corner and gets ripped down.
Number 13, Kamir Williams, kind of ripped him down.
So he's going to get 1.
They used to run a play last year where Straupie would dance to the side and they'd do a toss, like a toss right or toss left. Get him out in the open field where he can run one guy over. He can't run 3 or 4 guys over in the middle, but he can plow ahead for one guy and get him going downhill against one of those D-backs or those hang linebackers out there. But, you know.
Double tight, double wing. Motion man comes across. Straub does go straight up the middle.
Fumbles the ball. And he picks it up.
Did Straub have it or did Steinbuhl keep it?
Steinbuhl kept it and fumbled the ball, and he's hurt. He's coming off under his own power.
But Straub ran him down from behind. I think the returner, or the fumble recovery, if he would have just turned on the jets and ran, but he kept looking back over his shoulder, and there were 3 Mountain Lions in pursuit. And when he cut away from 2, he ran right into Straub. So
Kamir Williams, number 13, on that recovery and return for Harrisburg.
8:55 to go in the game. And Lewis fakes a handoff, dances a little bit, and then throws a pass. This time it does not go to one of his favorite receivers. This one goes to Hopkins. And Hopkins.
No, 17.
Was it 17?
Yeah,
okay.
Maldonado. That's the first time. Well, I think I said his name earlier for something, but maybe it was a pass intended for him. I don't remember. But, yeah, you're right. That's the first pass to somebody other than those 2 guys. Yeah, they finally, it's looked like that several times, and they finally threw a flag where just the timing, the cadence of the offensive line of Harrisburg is not in sync. And I don't know, they finally called it, but.
Yeah, they haven't really been set.
Right. And they jump early and all kinds of things. It's not smooth, that's for sure. It's been multiple times.
So 1st and 15. Ball's back in Harrisburg territory at the 47. And again, Harrisburg is not known for taking their foot off the pedal once they get a big lead. And this time Lewis runs himself straight up the middle, cuts to the left, and he is going to go down the sideline, and the Mountain Lions will push him out. and then they'll get a penalty for pushing him off onto the track. So he's going to go out of bounds at the 15, but the penalty will take it all the way up to the 7.5.
Should be.
So Lewis's run was 33 yards. Lewis gets set again with Hopkins next to him in the backfield. 2 receivers each way. First and goal at the 7. Handoff to Hopkins. He will get down to about the 1. So we'll give him 6. And the Mountain Lions are defensively now they're starting to look tired. But Harrisburg's speed has taken over this game. And plays that you normally see go for 4 or 5 yards are breaking open for 15 and 20.
Hey, we thought maybe Harrisburg would get tired with not very many subs, but
Lewis keeps the ball, cuts to the left, and I believe he got into the end zone for a 1-yard score. 7:10 to go in the 4th. Harrisburg now out in front, 31-0.
the only question is, are they giving up on the extra point or not? No, they're still going to kick it.
Zakai Lewis had the big yardage on that drive, and then they let him finish it off with the 1-yard run. We're going to see if Harrisburg can kick the extra point. Snap is down, kick is blocked. So Hopkins on the kick, and he's doing a straight-on kick like we saw out of the NFL Dempsey years ago, and Dempsey's record was, well, it was broken a couple times, went from 62 to 63, but last weekend Baltimore won the game on a 66-yard field goal that bounced off the crossbar and in.
That's just crazy to me. Broke Matt Prater
had 53.
Had the record, yeah.
And it wasn't kicked. The 66 wasn't kicked in Denver, but he's saying in practice he hits from 70, 75. He says all the guys are hitting. He would expect sometime there's going to be an 80-yard field goal, which is just amazing to think about the increasing there.
That's crazy.
But the same day, other game, somebody tried a 65, and it got to the, it didn't go over and was caught at the -9-yard line, and the guy ran it back before half for a 109-yard return.
It was Agnew for Jacksonville. Yeah, That was amazing. You didn't exactly have athletic coverage people on your field goal team when that happens. That happened to Auburn in Alabama a few years ago. Same kind of situation.
Well, it almost happened here in the first half on the first drive. Mountain Lions tried a Palilla kick, and it didn't get into the end zone.
They're kicking off with like 2 seconds on the play clock. I've never seen anything like this.
Bounces in front of Dokes. Dokes takes the ball and tries to get to the right side, and he'll get tackled about the 32. State College scored first in the third quarter, so they cut the lead of Central Dauphin to 28-14. Carlisle pulling away 34-7 over Chambersburg. CD East and Cumberland Valley trade 2 field goals, so CD East still has a lead of 17-10.
That's a good game.
Penn Cambria has scored 2 unanswered scores and took the lead now on Central Cambria. Chestnut Ridge 47-0 on Johnstown. Ball goes up the middle.
Wholesale subs for the Mountain Lions here. Sean Betwee, number 7, in a quarterback. That ball was to George Jackson Shepard, number 27, sophomore.
are both teams basically. I'm trying to look at some of the other numbers on Harrisburg. They have a few of their starters, but I don't think they have everybody up front.
There's
So that was a gain of 5.
Hopkins is in there. I just saw Williams. There's a 9 down here. Amir Jones, I think he's kind of new. There's 3 Day. He's still in there. That's the thing. They don't have that many subs.
It's a gain of 2.
Prather's still in at safety. They have 6. Samir Wilkerson.
Third
6.
and 3.
So they got some subs in there, but.
And they're switching a few more out on each play.
Outlines have number 40, Andon Klingerman in there. At receiver, number 16, Cameron Myers.
Mountain Lions hand it off, and he's getting out past the 42 to the
First
43
down.
for the first down. Clock is moving at 5:42. We are not in a running clock situation, but with the ground game going, the clock will keep moving.
Number 60, Nick Hogan in there. Junior, number 77, Camden DeJesus, junior. So Mountain Lions are getting some guys in there. These guys will be playing in the JV game on Monday, most of these guys.
I believe that, well, it looked like we wanted to pull the ball back out, but he couldn't get it. I thought there was a fumble, but there was a no gain on the play, or we'll give him a loss of a yard. Loss of 2.
Oh, there you go. That was a block at the echo of the whistle, just like we've been seeing, and that was a flag on the Mountain Lions right there. So
you're going to go from 1st and 10.
that's, yeah, Coach Niedermeyer's actually letting them have it. It's been going on all game, and you decide to call that now. I mean, it's kind of ridiculous.
So we're now 2nd and 20. 22, 26.
26.
Are we going to see Betwee attempt a pass?
I like to see him get around the outside. He has some speed. He's very quick.
That's a handoff off tackle, again to George Jackson Shepard. He's going to pick up a nice chunk coming back through all the way out to the 38, but you're still going to have a 3rd and 15 here. He picked up 12 of the yards. 4:32.
31-0 Harrisburg right now.
Betwee does drop back to pass. He throws a tight end over the middle, and they will get the first down. That was
Mason Walk.
Mason Walk pitch and catch for, we'll give them 20 yards, so they only needed 15. And the Mountain Lions pick up a first down. And on the tackle, he was taken out down low on his legs. And it looks like actually the tackler, which is Amir Granberry, came up a little sore with his shoulders. He's swinging it around a little. There's again a handoff up the middle. And was that Shepard again?
That was Shepard, yep.
He did pick up 6 yards. So it's going to be 2nd and 4.
So 3 minutes and 25 seconds of running. The Mountain Lions trying to get that old late touchdown with the second team against the second team and break up the shutout here.
Now, why no penalty there?
Yeah, I don't know.
The defensive lineman stepped across. But Shepard will pick up, Jackson Shepard will pick up another 2, so it's 3rd and 2. 2:56. Mountain Lion backups are trying to put a drive together to get rid of the 0 on the board. That was a quick dive up the middle.
And they're going to give him a first down.
And that was Jackson Shepard again. So he's been used pretty much exclusively other than the pass on this drive. 1st and 10 at the 32. Clock is moving at 2:27. Trips left, one receiver to the right. Betwee drops back to pass. He's looking to the right, and it's picked off. And
Betwee makes a big tackle on him. He was not happy about his interception.
As a quarterback, you know, you're not usually a big-time tackler, but he is a starting safety and has put some hits on people, and he put a hit on that runner there. We're down to 2:07, first Mountain Lion turnover. Harrisburg will take over and look to run out the clock.
Yeah, or look to score. And he just waited too long to throw that out. It was there. The up guy snuck in there and just picked it right off. It was actually a nice play. He jumped the route. Number 44, Colin Height in there. Sophomore.
Who's their quarterback this time? Backfield has number 1, their kicker. And I can't see who the quarterback is.
Number 12.
Ryan Epps, sophomore. It says he's a tight end. So Harrisburg will call a timeout to set up some backups in there to make sure that they're set and ready to go. Quick rundown while we're waiting. Harrisburg scored early on their first possession on a sort of shovel pass forward, an 8-yard play. Williams from Lewis, and then the kick was good. That's something you're not going to hear too often, but the kick was good. Then that went to half. Mountain Lions got stopped at the 2, trying to tie it up just before half. And in the third quarter, Harrisburg put 3 drives together of very big plays. Hopkins had the first and the last, and Williams had the run in the middle. All 3 extra points were missed, so Harrisburg took a 25-0 lead after 3, and then they added 1 here as quarterback Zeke Lewis went a 1-yard run and scored.
There's Prather, number 1.
Prather going down the sideline, and he will get pushed out of bounds finally. From the 50, a gain of 26. 1:56 to go. Oop, they're going to move it back on the line at 25. So gain of 25. And Prather's not happy as he was taken out of the game. Quick pitch. This time it's the number 22. He's trying to get to the outside. He does clear the corner and gets pushed out of bounds at the 7. So Harrisburg will, again, with 1:47 to go, look to put another score on the board.
Brennan Freewald finally pushed him out down there at the 7. '72 Xavier Deuce in there, 69 Evan Boos.
And here comes sweep right. So they've been going sweep right, sweep left, sweep right, trying to get their athlete to the outside. This time he is tackled for a loss of a yard. And that was a nice play on the outside there by Colton Height.
Yeah, Colin Height's really been playing well in the JV games. I'm telling you, he's had some picks and touchdowns, and so if they can incorporate him into the varsity game, that's only going to benefit him.
So their quarterback is playing receiver. Williams is out here in the receiver. There's a handoff up the middle. We'll give him 2 yards. Clock's down to 1:01. If Harrisburg wants, they have the opportunity to only run 1 play at this point. And it is 3rd and goal from the 7. And they're going to let the clock run down and have 20 seconds left. They're going to probably have to take a knee once unless they take the penalty. And then what I think is dumb in high school, the clock will start running right away. Oh, they're going to line up to run a play with 5. They're not lining up for a play. So there's going to be a penalty here.
Yeah, I don't think it does start. Well, they snap it. I don't think it does start after. The delay of game's the only one it doesn't start. But he went out of bounds.
So 12 seconds left. That is the converted tight end Ryan Epps as the quarterback. I wonder if the freshmen are hurt or freshmen didn't come tonight.
I don't know.
Because Sean Lee was, you know, pretty much what everyone talked about, and I have not seen number 8 in the game at all.
Right.
So 12 seconds left.
It's not like they put out an
11,
injury report,
this
so
should
you
be
never
the-
know these things.
And there's a snap, and the quarterback takes a knee.
No, that was pretty classy right there. I wasn't sure that was going to happen, but that was pretty
And the
classy.
quarterback just reached up one hand and caught the snap because it looked like it was going to go over his head again. And that will do it as Williamsport takes a 31-0 victory over the Mountain Lions here on Alumni Band Night and homecoming for the Mountain Lions. And that homecoming queen, once again, Brooke Harrington from soccer. Congratulations. Next week, Altoona will travel to Chambersburg looking to pick up their first Mid-Penn win, move to 4-3 to help themselves position for the playoffs. I believe they still have Central Dauphin, State College, and Carlisle in their remaining games. So any thoughts, Chris, before we leave for the evening?
Well, it's just kind of the same thing we've seen the last couple weeks. That making little mistakes, not being able to finish those drives, and giving up some big plays. And you know, they're beat up a little bit. I mean, they come out of here, I think, relatively healthy. I didn't see too many people get hurt, so that's good. They still have everything in front of them that that they want. They can, pick up a victory or 2 here and there, and then the key is going to be beating State College and trying to get that district championship at the end. So they're 3-3 now. All's not lost. And they just got to play better, and that's just the bottom line. I think Coach Niedermeyer will probably stress that with the squad this week.
So again, before we leave, I would like to just commend the student crew from MLTV who puts these games on. Again, they are at MLTV Live on the YouTube channel. You can stream them at any time. But I want to thank the crew tonight: Caleb Freeze, Chris Fox, Mason Crownover, Brooke Thomas, Abby Hernkane, Mia Sassano, Sophia Caputo, and Emma Skelly. I'd like to thank Coach. I just lost my thought.
Doug Sipes?
Coach Sipes, thank you. So Doug Sipes and everything that he does to get us here. Again, I'm Jim Abbott along with Chris Strahlmeyer. We're going to sound off for tonight. The final score, Harrisburg Cougars 31, Altoona Mountain Lions 0. Thank you and have a good evening.